Al-Harith ibn Hammam narrated, I resolved to leave Tabriz, when neither the mighty nor the meek found peace there, when all had fled, protectors and patrons alike. While I was making preparations and seeking companions for the road, I found none other than Abu Zayd al-Saruji wrapped in a worn cloak, surrounded by women. I asked him what his affair was and where he was headed with that group. He gestured toward one of the women, a bold, unveiled figure, clearly annoyed, and said, I married her to ease my loneliness in exile, to wash away the hardship of solitude. But I found in her the sweat of kinship without the sweetness of it. She withholds my rights and burdens me beyond my strength. I am worn thin with grief and sorrow. Now, we are going to the judge, that he may strike the hand of the oppressor. If reconciliation can be found, so be it. Otherwise, divorce and departure. I was curious to see who would prevail and how the case would end, so I put aside my concerns and accompanied them, though I had no power to affect the outcome. When the judge arrived, one known for his wisdom and economy of speech, Abu Zayd knelt before him and said, May God support the judge and grant him goodness. My mount here, he gestured to his wife, is rebellious and ever straying, and yet I am more obedient to her than her own fingers, more compassionate than her own heart. The judge turned to the woman. Woe to you! Don't you know that disobedience angers the Lord and warrants punishment? She replied, He's the kind who prowls around the neighbors' houses and clings to others' walls. The judge cried, Shame on you! Do you sow seeds in salt flats? Hatch eggs where no chicks can be born? Away with you! May neither your hopes be fulfilled nor your fears be calmed. Abu Zayd roared, By the one who sends the winds, she's more deceitful than Saja, the false prophetess. She retorted, And you, by the one who girded doves and winged ostriches, are more of a liar than Abu Thumama in the battle of Yamama. Abu Zayd flared up like burning embers and shouted, Woe to you, you disgraceful, wicked woman, grief of husbands and neighbors alike. You torture me in private and slander me in public. When I married you, when I gazed upon you, I found you uglier than an ape, stiffer than dried bark, rougher than a palm fiber, more putrid than carrion, heavier than grief, filthier than menstruation, more exposed than a husked nut, colder than winter chill, more foolish than a wild herb, and whiter than the Tigris. And still, I covered your flaws, I did not expose your shame. Even if Shirin gave you her beauty, Zubaydah her wealth, Bilqis her throne, Bahran her luxury, Zenobia her kingdom, Rabia her piety, Kindif her pride, and Al-Kansa her poetry, we still wouldn't choose you to share our tent or lie in our bed. The woman sprang up, rolling up her sleeve, and shouted, You are the most base of men, the most cursed of scoundrels, the most cowardly of whistleblowers, and the most impulsive of fools. You dare accuse me with your filthy tongue, tear my honor with your sharpened words? When you know you're more worthless than a nail clipping, more disgraceful than Abu Dalama's mule, more embarrassing than a hiccup in a sermon, more lost than a bug in a box. Even if you were like Hassan in preaching, Al-Shabai in knowledge, Al-Khalil in metrics and grammar, Jarir in love and satire, Qus in eloquence, Abd al-Hamid in prose, Abu Ammar in recitation, and Ibn Quraib in Bedouin lore, I still wouldn't choose you as my prayer leader, my sword-bearer, not even my doorman or my walking stick. The judge interjected, You two are perfectly matched, like a broken jar and its cracked lid, a hawk and a walnut. Enough bickering, man. Take the straight path. And you, woman, cease your insults. Welcome your husband when he enters your home. The woman protested, By God, I won't still my tongue unless he clothes me, nor will I raise my sail unless he fills my belly. Abu Zayd swore by the triple irrevocable oaths that he possessed nothing but tattered rags. The judge looked into their case with keen insight, pondered with piercing thought, then frowned and flipped his inkwell like a warrior turns his shield. He said, Isn't it enough that you disgrace yourselves in my court, that you dare such rudeness in a seat of justice? You've moved from obscenity to deceit. By God, you've missed the mark. You aimed your arrows and missed the target. Know that the commander of the faithful, may God preserve him, appointed me to judge disputes, not to pay your debts. By his grace that placed me in this seat, unless you clarify your true grievance and uncover your hidden deceit, I will shame you in every land and make you a cautionary tale. Abu Zayd lowered his gaze like a penitent warrior and recited. Abu Zayd's poem, I am al-Saruji, and this is my bride. The sun alone could match the moon in pride. Our hearts are one, her joy entwined with mine, her cloister close as prayer to sacred shrine. Yet 5 nights past, we've dwelled in famished state. No bite to chew, no food upon our plate. We rise in hunger's robe and sleep the same, like ghosts unbound from graves without a name. Pain pierced us deep, no hope to soothe the ache. So here we stand, for fortune's coin we stake. For poverty disgraces noble men, and hardship drives them to strange lands again. Behold our case, O judge, and weigh it just. In you is health, or leave us to the dust. The judge was moved and said, may your joy increase and your spirit be eased. Your eloquence earns you pardon and reward. The wife erupted, gesturing to the crowd. People of Tabriz, you have a judge who stands above the rest in pomp and grudge, except that when it comes to sharing wealth, he parts the coins with a tilted scale by stealth. We came to seek the fruit of kindness, yet he sent the old man off with no regret, and left me poorer than a cloudless sky, like summer lightning that just flickers by. Does he not know I taught this bard his rhymes? I could disgrace him still 1,000 times. Narrator, Al-Harith. When the judge saw how bold they both had grown, and how their tongues had loosed like unleashed storms, he knew he faced a trial of madness. He realized that if he favored one and left the other empty-handed, it would be like paying one debt with another, or praying Maghrib with just 2 rak'ahs. So he muttered, fumed, grumbled, sighed, shifted this way and that, then groaned like a man lost in regret. He began cursing the burdens of the judiciary and listing its disasters. He wept bitterly and declared, what madness is this? Must I be pierced by 2 arrows in one trial? Must I suffer double ruin in a single case? How can I please both parties? From where and how? He turned to his chamberlain and cried, this is no day for judgment or ruling. This is a day of torment and disaster, a day of affliction and loss, a bitter day where we are struck but strike not,